What's up, Big Nation? This is David Labby with Big Man Fitness, and I'm coming to you today from the studio. So, oh man. All right. So today is May 12th. It is Friday. There we go. Wow. You guys must think must think that I'm horrible. Honestly, I'm not that bad normally, but as soon as I hit like the record button and I have everything written down that I want to say and all the key points, I don't know, things just fly out of your head, and then like you have to look and you're like, oh, this is what I was supposed to say. I am getting better at taking notes and getting things more organized and everything for you guys, because I really want to make sure that I stay on topic and not go on my huge rants where I end up making like a 20-minute video. Although I am learning more about the editing software, and I'm thinking about going back and editing the videos so that way you guys get less of the ums and ahs and me looking away and looking back and then everything else. But anyway, so this is about fitness and ketosis. So if you guys are new, what this channel is about is fitness, primarily about ketosis, building muscle and burning fat. So, if you're interested in building muscle, that's cool. But primarily, this is about, big guys, like me. Hey, I'm 6'1". I was 408 pounds. I am now down to 303. This Sunday, I get to do my next weigh-in. I'm hoping that I'm going to be under 300, but I'm hoping that I'm around the 300 mark. That's what I'm hoping for. I have been pretty good about my diet and everything, and I have been keeping up on most of my exercise. But as you guys know, I do have a severe sprain, and the unfortunate thing about sprains is if you don't let it heal fully, you can re-injure it very easily. And I found that out the day before yesterday. And yesterday. So, oh man. You have to be careful. I learned a little bit more about my limitations. I'm much better today, again. So my recovery time is hastened. So I didn't like re-injure it to the point that it was like before, but I definitely did twinge it a bit. It was definitely so much. It wasn't as bad as it first was when it was at its worst, but it was not good at all. I was not happy, and it was definitely something that I had to take into consideration for myself, because it's my fitness and it's my health that is taking into consideration. That's why I really do want to heal up. I really want to go to this Samurai Sprint that's in Westport, Mass. I'm super excited about it. I'm going to go anyway. I'm just going to freaking go. Why? Because I just want to be there. I just want to do it. I at least want to see the event, to be a part of it. And even if I can't do the obstacle course, even if I can just go through it, try some of the things, work on some of the things, if I can do even half of the obstacles or anything like that, that would be so much fun. I just want to go and have fun and say that I did it. It's my graduation day for my 13-week program. I've had ups and downs. You guys have been through this with me the entire time, and thank you so much for the support, guys, and the kind words and the votes of inspiration, and and how much you care about what's going on. And I wasn't expecting any of that at all. I wasn't expecting it. You guys have received me pretty well, and I haven't had any haters yet, or at least nothing major. I've had a couple of lewd comments and some inappropriate comments, but I haven't had anything horrible. Nothing that I would consider like trolling or hating or anything like that. Just ignorant crap, like usual. Everybody has their opinions, and they're just like, but well, we all know how that saying goes. But yeah, today's going good, and I'm still going strong with my diet. I'm really honing in on everything that I've been doing for the diet. My wife's been spectacular. She's been really helping out with doing some of the cooking for dinner, and especially for those first few days that I couldn't even walk. She was like, getting my food prepped in the morning along with her stuff, and usually that was what I did. I mean, I'm the morning person. She is not. That's why I was usually doing it in the morning. I would get up, I'd make her coffee, I'd get her breakfast ready, and our breakfast ready, and then because I had something different than her, or she would get up and I'd have the bagel there, and for her all she would have to do is just pop down the toaster. 'Cause she still eats like what people consider normal food. I consider keto food normal food for me now, but anyway, that's a story for another time. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. Just to quickly touch base, the injury, the sprain, not horrible, but it has improved. As I said, I did twinge it a little bit the other day, and it was really sore yesterday, and I rested it all night, all day yesterday as much as I could, and same thing with today. It's doing a lot better. I'm trying to just recuperate as fast as possible, and considering how severe the sprain was, how swollen it got, how bruised it was, and how much pain I was in, considering that I was incapacitated completely. I mean, I'm not one to be like, oh, I can handle a lot of pain. Normally, I can handle a decent amount of pain, and if I have to, but I knew that the amount of pain that I was in when I was trying to even put any weight on it, I was doing more damage than I was. So that's, it was better off for me to just stay off and not put myself through that. But it was a considerable. It wasn't like oh my God, a 9 or a 10 where you just can't stand it. It was like a constant 7 where it just didn't go away. It was annoying, but that's why doctors gave me some pain meds. I don't like taking medications. The most that I usually take are supplements or herbal remedies or maybe a baby aspirin or something like that. I take the occasional Tylenol if I deem it necessary or something like that. I haven't had Tylenol in years, actually. So, but I do have ibuprofen every now and then for if there's any type of major inflammation, which is what I'm taking for my ankle right now. But yeah, I try and usually go more natural if I can, and because I feel like it hastens recovery. I feel like certain medications, not that I'm against Western medicine or anything like that. I'm not like one of those holistic, a hope and a prayer and, some fig leaves is going to make you so much better. If I offended anybody with that, kind of sorry, not sorry, because, there's some extremists. I'm against the zealotry. I'm against, the parents that, don't take their kids to go get vaccinated because they're afraid of everything that's that potentially could happen to their kids. I'm against not going to the doctors when you're really, really sick, or if you have something going wrong with you. Oh, itchy eyeball. Sorry guys, really itchy eye. Anyway, so those types of things, and but I do believe. I mean, I do believe in certain natural remedies that are, homeopathic, that are, more natural and, and have been used for, the whole thing of, it's been used for thousands of years by ancient Egyptians from the Mesopotamians and Egyptianites from the skies. That was horrible dialogue. I'll probably not try acting in the near future. But, oh man. But you understand where I'm coming from, what I'm trying to say is okay, if I can go natural, I will. If medicine is deemed the best source after I've done my research and everything like that, of course I'm going to do medicine. Like I'll do medicine all day. I've been taking ibuprofen. I'm not stupid. Like I'm not going to, not use something that's beneficial to my body. I mean, just because it's man-made does not mean that it's bad for your body. And that's important to consider, because so many people think that, like, oh, it's man-made. It's a man-made chemical. There are still things that are chemicals that our bodies can utilize appropriately, and then there are other things that don't. That's why there's side effects, and everybody's systems are different. So, some people's genetic makeup reacts horribly to certain things. That's why, some people are allergic to eggs and some people aren't. It's just, that's, if you really get down to it, science, chemically, all food is chemicals. Everything is made up of atomic and molecular structures in different patterns, right? So everything's a chemical. From eggs to water to lemon juice, it's all chemicals, to ibuprofen to chemotherapy. Everybody's going to there's different categories, different things. There are people that have been cured through chemotherapy, right? That lucky 5% that have been fully cured through chemotherapy. And then there are other people that have done other means through treating cancer with ketosis and herbal remedies and being all natural and help, working with their bodies. And there are other people that use both. They use both homeopathic and natural. They use natural medicine and also modernized medicine. Wow, that is my rant. Whew. Getting up to 12 minutes now. I need to hone it in, guys. Hone it in. Anyway, I am recovering. That's the point. I am recovering. I'm doing a lot better. And I'm still exercising, although I'm not exercising as much as I want to. That's why I'm afraid about my gains. I'm afraid of losing my gains, but that doesn't mean that I'm stopping. It doesn't, like people were saying, oh, you should, oh, don't work out. Okay. Yes, I'm going to be very cautious about what I do. I'm not doing anything with my legs because of the severity of my sprain. I had to wear my boot no matter what I did. So going to the gym and doing leg extensions and leg curls was not in the works. But me sitting there and doing leg extensions on my own, right? I ended up doing like 100 different leg extensions where I just extended you lift your knee up, you go into a sitting position, you lift your knees up, and then you kind of like kick your feet out one at a time. So it's kind of like working out your abs a little bit, but like I was holding my thighs up, so that way it wasn't really killing I ended up holding my thighs after a while because my abs were burning and I didn't have the endurance to continue, but I did hold it up for quite a while. My endurance has really upped since I've been doing ketosis and since I've been exercising. And so I have been doing a lot better about that. So, guys, you just have to take it in stride. Do your best. I feel like there's some things that are setbacks and some things I feel are just teaching me that, hey, yes, you can have gains that are really quick, but it takes an intense focus and a lot of things to go in the right order. It's kind of like putting the gears into a machine, into a watch or a car. If one primary part falls out of place, it's just not going to run efficiently. Some things may run. Some things, like you have a hole in the exhaust. You have some precipitation in the gas tank, or the engine's running down, the transmission's starting to slip or something like that. It'll run, but it just won't run efficiently. You fix one part, you get it speeds up the process a little bit. I hope you guys understand the analogy there, because I'm doing things and I'm still running, I'm still moving forward, but I have slowed. and I'm not happy about it. I mean, I'm down 3 pounds from the week before. This week, I don't know what's going to be happening. I do my weigh-in on Sunday morning. I'm really hoping that I'm really hoping for a win. But, if it isn't, I'm not too worried about it. This is a journey. This is a journey. I really wanted to do this 13-week experiment, completely clean. I got through 5 weeks completely unscathed. I say unscathed. There was a lot of things that I had to circumvent, but now, I'm wrestling with an injury. There's a lot of things going on at home. There's a lot of things going on at work. I have a life too, guys. I'm juggling a lot of these things, and I'm still trying to make these videos, upload them on time. They take me an hour and a half to 2 hours sometimes to upload because the internet's crappy. Hey, I do the best that I can. I'm human, but that's the point. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys, is that it doesn't matter. We're all human, and you're going to have some setbacks. You're going to fail. You're going to fall flat on your face sometimes. And it kills me. It kills me. Sometimes I come back on, like I'm about to make a video, like a few times I had to make a video, and I was just like, I didn't drink enough water today. I didn't, I didn't exercise. I didn't do complete my exercises. I was exhausted, okay. Admit that. That's fine. Do better. Analyze. Acknowledge. Don't overanalyze. Acknowledge. Analyze it. Strategize. Implement. Execute. That's it. Go. Boom, 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 boom. Just get it done. Right? It doesn't matter. So now I know that there were certain things that weren't working before. I've had to analyze, even this week, there's been major setbacks, trying to talk to my wife and, get things on. She's been really supportive. I'm not saying that, that she hasn't been supportive or anything, but trying to, she's been like, you shouldn't be working out. You shouldn't be doing this. And it's like, okay, I understand what you're saying, but I can do bicep curls that doesn't affect my ankle. Me doing jumping jacks would affect my ankle. Me, doing a leg extension, if I were able to have a smaller boot on, if you understood what I was talking about, hold on. So, this is the boot, goes up to my knee, got a nice little sock on. You like that? It's a sexy leg. Industrial size. Anyway. Yeah, I know I'm lame. I'm awesomely lame, though. So, guys, you do your best, forget the rest, just like Tony Horton said. Hey, I know what I'm capable of. I know what I can do. I know what I can't do right now, right? And now I've had to adjust. I have a new plan to execute tomorrow, and hopefully, I can get things done in 3 weeks. I have 3 weeks to try. You can't fit a year's worth of effort into 3 months without some hiccups. And now I know what works and what doesn't work. And that's going to help me out for my next phase. Now, my next phase, I do have some different plans because it's a different set. And I'm alluding to it right now because I want you guys to know what's going to be happening when I finally do get to that point. But my next I'm actually considering taking 4 weeks to do something different to try and see if I can, because the 13-week program I'm thinking about extending to about 15 weeks, and then trying this 2-week thing because I want to lose 100 pounds of fat. I do not want to lose muscle mass, right? But I'm not willing to do anything that's going to jeopardize my health. So that's why all these things you have to tweak. You have to rotate. You have to try different things. And you have to plug and play certain aspects that help to counterbalance health. Like my water intake, I take a lot more minerals and vitamins and electrolytes because I'm at such a high water intake. I'm taking such a high water intake to flush out my kidneys because ketosis Ketosis in some people is fine, 100% fine. Some people it's a little bit harder on the kidneys, right? Because their bodies aren't used to it. Your body will adapt, but you should be drinking plenty of water. I'm drinking an excessive amount of water, 2 gallons of lemon water a day, and I'm drinking the citric acid to help with my bile, to help with the with the utilization of the triglycerides and fats that are going into my system. Right? So everything is working together. I'm exercising to help deplete the glycogen stores that build up in your muscles, but also I'm drinking the water to help flush out the lactic acid. I'm stretching to help with the mitochondrial breakdown and the muscular breakdown of the muscular fibers, to help with circulation and the fascia. I'm getting massages so to help with that also. Everything's working together. I'm doing yoga for the joints. The weightlifting and the weight training I'm doing so that way I can do muscle mass and also help with bone density. Being a big guy, bone density is usually not a problem because you have a lot of weight and you usually build a lot of bone density anyway. But I'm doing all these things in conjunction with each other to work on these things and to make sure that I'm not messing up, because if I mess up big time, you feel it, guys. You feel it. You could get a massive headache. You can get, weird heart palpitations, and you're like, oh my God, like, is this bad? If you're doing just regular ketosis, it's totally different. I'm trying to go for a huge, crazy thing where I'm doing like endurance running, high cardiovascular and high intensity interval training. I was doing all that, and right now I went to a screeching halt. I haven't had any major cardio at all, except for the only cardio that I'm getting is through my plyometrics and my calisthenics, which is me just doing body weight exercises and my weightlifting. I can't run. I try and do some shadow boxing, and I ended up having to stop because it was agitating my ankle. I'm trying, so I sat down and I started shadow boxing, and it looks when you're in a seated position and you're trying to shadow box, you look like one of those YouTube cat videos trying to bop something. Yeah, my wife got a pretty good kick out of that one. Yeah. But hey, there is no shame in trying, guys. Seriously, there's no shame in trying. I'm just trying my best here. And I've had I took 5 weeks and I got monumental results. I'm wondering if I can do something in another 5. I have 3 left in my 13-week program, and I got side railed. Now I want to try something else. Maybe I can extend it to 15 weeks and then do another 2 weeks of there's this thing called a bacon fast, and there's also the egg fast. A lot of people do it with ketosis. I'm thinking about integrating kind of a bacon, egg, avocado fast. It's going to be my own rendition of the fast because I want to have the medium chain triglycerides and the protein that are in there, but I'm also going to be doing, since the avocado has some it's healthy carbs though. And I also want to integrate maybe a little bit of spinach, maybe a little bit of maybe some romaine lettuce in there, something like that, just to even things out, to get some extra nutrients. I'm considering it. I'm wondering if I should do that, if I should extend this to 15 weeks. But I'm figuring it out, guys. I'm just figuring it out. So, hey, I appreciate the support. I love you guys. You guys have done, some of you guys that I'm seeing your success and everything in the online groups that I'm participating. You guys inspire me. Some people are like, "Oh, you're doing so great. You're inspiring me. And I'm like, I'm just trying. I'm just trying. That's all you can do. I'm not here to be like the public role model for everybody. I'm just hoping that I inspire somebody. And the fact that I have, that like I have inspired some people. I mean, like even just my family and my friends, like on Facebook, they're messaging me and they're like, "Hey, this is awesome," and like, and they're telling me about their results, and they're like, "What are you doing?" Like they're asking me like, "Oh my God, you lost 50 pounds in 5 weeks. How did you do that?" And like I've had to answer the same question, and I'm getting messages every single day from random strangers being like, some of them are good, and some of them are, some of them are great, and some of them are interesting. It's best way to say it, but some of them are inspiring. It's like, hey, I was having a rough week, and your results made me feel like this is actually worth it. So I'm keeping going. I marked down what I'm trying to do, and do you have any tips? I went over their plan with them, and messaged back and forth, and they're trying it out, and they told me that they lost a few pounds last week, and like that makes me feel good. Like it's not about looking good in a bikini. It's about maybe maybe having another couple of years with your kids, being able to go for a run, with your kids, being able to play catch with your godson. That was one of my biggest things. So hey, God bless, guys. Do your best, and I wish you nothing but success. So I'm gonna end on that note. Be informed. Stay motivated. Live big, guys.